Good morning all. Morning students. Is my voice is loud and clear? Okay, please. So let's start the session. So everyone are able to see my screen and my voice is clear, right? Online students, could you please confirm? Any issues? No. We are discussing about the inferential statistics and we have covered with one sample Z test and one sample T test. Both the tests we have covered with left tail rejection and right tail rejection and two tail rejection. Now, coming to the next one, in today's class, we are going to discuss the remaining things called as ANOVA test and remaining test, balance test. Whatever we are having, still three more tests are left. Okay, these three tests we are going to cover in the today's class. Now, when you are having a single column with you, I mean, you are having only one sample. Single column means nothing but one sample or one variable. When you are having only one variable with you, in that case, okay, when you are having only one variable, in that case, you are going with the one sample test. You are going with the one sample test. When you are having more than one variable, that is two variables or three variables, variables means here columns. When you are having more than one column, in that case, you have to go with the ANOVA test, more than one. For single, you are going to have with respect to one sample. When you are having only one sample only, when you are having in terms of one sample, so for one sample test, we are going to write in terms of greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, greater than, equal to, not equal to. Three options are there now. After this, we are going to write here one number, some number. Only this one will be applicable for one sample test. What are the number you are going to have now? That number is applicable only for one sample test. Let's take an example. For example, I have conducted a test for two batches. One is called as 9 a.m. batch and one is called as 10:30 a.m. batch. These two batches we are conducting the test. Okay, multiple tests we are. Let us take one test I have conducted and students are there. Now two columns are there with me. Now two columns I am not going to compare. I am going to see only individual 9 a.m. batch. Whether 9 a.m. batch, their average score is greater than 70 or not. This is only my requirement. Okay. Whether 9 a.m. batch is having score more than 70 or not. This is only my requirement. Then I'm not going to consider the 10:30. I'll consider only 9 a.m. And whether it is more than 70 or not means I'm going to consider null hypothesis as mu value greater than or equal to 70. Mu is less than 70. Mu value greater than 70, mu is less than 70 for null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis. 70 marks is decided by me. Okay, I am asking whether the students are getting them more than 70 or not. 70 marks are decided by me. Okay, this is one sample. But when you are having the more than one sample, for example, like this 10:30 and 9 a.m., you are having two batches like this. Now, when you are having two, you are not going to use the right side number. Right side also second batch details. So, average of 9 a.m. batch is equal to average of 10:30 a.m. batch. Like this, you are going to check. So, right side also is going to be some mu value. So, you are comparing the different batches or different columns. You are in this example, different batches marks you are comparing. For example, Amazon says Flipkart sales are there. Big Billion Day sales and Great Indian Festival sales will be there. For example, those both has been conducted for 5 days. Big Billion Day sales for 5 days. Amazon sales are also for 5 days. 5 records you are having here. 5 records you are having here. What is your null hypothesis says that sales of Amazon and sales of Flipkart is same. There is no difference. right? Here you are not going to write the right side number. Right side you are going to write number only for one sample test. That too for continuous. One sample test only you have to write right side number. Greater than symbol, less than symbol, whatever the things we have completed yesterday, exclusively that is only for one sample test. When it comes more than one sample, we can't use that one. Obviously, sir, for example, 3 batches are there, sir. For you 9 a.m., 10:30 and 6 p.m. batch is there. Then all the 3 batches mean is same. No difference. Here we are going to use the word called as no difference. Earlier we have used the word called as no action, action. Now no difference, difference. Is the point is clear? So there is no difference between both of them. Null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis. So for example, fourth batch 730 is there. All the batches are same. Null hypothesis, all the batches mean is not the same. Is alternate hypothesis. No difference. Is the point is clear? So whenever you are having the more than one sample, in that case, don't use the right side number. Right side also average of first one, average of second one. This is for ANOVA test. ANOVA means analysis of variance. ANOVA full form is ANOVA test is also called as F test. ANOVA test, which is also called as letter with F test. Okay, and it is nothing but analysis of variance. Test is analysis of variance. AN from here, O from here, VA from here. Analysis of variance. ANOVA test. Okay, whether their variances are same or not, we are analyzing. Not exactly the values. The values might not be the same. Their overall distribution is same or not. Okay, overall distribution wise we are looking for, and the variance is same or not. That is the one which we are checking here. That is called as ANOVA test. Now, whenever you are having one sample test, you are having left tail rejection, right tail rejection, two tail rejection, all these rejections will be there. When there is a ANOVA test, automatically you are having in terms of two tail only, which is equal to, not equal to. By default, it goes to the two tail. Okay, equal to, not equal to, right? So here, this is ANOVA test. So what is ANOVA test means? We are having the more than comparison of one columns. You are going to do the comparison of more than one columns. And so a financial analyst at a financial institute wants to evaluate a recent credit card promotion. After this promotion, 500 card folders are selected randomly. So whenever they want to promote a new one, first time when they want to promote, they'll not promote directly heavily into the market, because if anything goes wrong, it is going to impact on the company name. So what they'll do is first they'll take the sample records. For example, let's take like this. Everyone knows Great Indian Festival Sale by Amazon. Okay, Great Indian Festival Sale. Now, whatever the Great Indian Festival Sale during the Dashra time or Diwali time, we are going to get that offers now. Now, this festival, this offer, whatever we are going to receive, right? Before, when it was started, some year will be there now. Big Billion Days Sales or Great Indian Festival, when they have started, let us assume the year it was started in the 2014. I also don't know exactly. Example I am writing. Let us assume it was started in the 2014. Before 2014, 2013 what they have done, 2012 what they have done. It was started in the year of 2014, I assume. Flipkart was started in the year of 2005. Okay, or 2006 or something. Now, when 2005 and 6 Flipkart was started, 2014 Big Billion Days, in between gap is there now. What they have done during the Dashra time or Diwali time or festivals time or any festival, then what they have done at that time. So at the time also, one minute. Online students, is my voice is clear? Online students, can you hear me? Hello? ఒకసారి అర్జున్ పంపి లేదా okay. Some students are saying good, some students again problem. 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute, 1 minute. Voice అయిపోయింది. Online students. Online students. It is clear, right? Okay. So we are discussing that. So what are the big billion days sales or Great Indian Festival is there? They have started in the year of 2014. Let us take like this. So before to 2014, what are the offers we are having? Means something we'll be having, right? So how they have come with this one? Means, for example, assume that it is started in the year of 2014. Before to this, someone will give some idea now. So let us start a big billion days sales and let us create some kind of offers. So for example, their buying price of a mobile phone is 15,000 rupees. And they want to sell at, or let's take an example like this. The buying price is 12,000 rupees and they want to sell that one at 15,000 rupees. And they want to make a profit of, what are the profit, balance profit is 3,000 rupees. Right? Now they are making a profit of 3,000 rupees on a single mobile phone like this by selling. Assume general Flipkart before Big Billion Days says, before to that. Now, one of the person has given the idea, sir, let us reduce the price of the mobile phone
Instead of our regular selling price of 15,000, let us convert this one to 14,000 rupees first. Okay. Let us give some offer. And in that, again, let us add the 10% discount by using any credit card, so that the price will brought to 12,600 rupees. Now, if it is brought to 12,600 rupees, now what is the profit they are going to make is only 600. By making the 12,000 rupees, they are purchasing the mobile and they are selling at 12,600 means now 600 rupees. One of the person has given the idea, let us go with the discounted offer first. Again, in the discounted offer also, again, we'll give the some kind of 10% instant discount and let us make this one so that more number of people will purchase. Now the manager has told that, hey, what is this kind of? If you do like this, automatically it is going to impact on the profits, right? So earlier we are making the profit of 3,000. Now you are asking to make a profit of 600. Now you are increasing the profits, sir. You are decreasing the profits, sir. You are decreasing the profits. So it is a bad idea, right? So they are discussed like this. Now he has told that, sir, you are seeing from the profit point of view. Now, if you are selling for like this for only 10 customers, if you are selling with a 3,000 rupees for 10 customers, what is the profit you are going to make is 30,000 rupees. But if it's 600 rupees, if you sell for 100 customers, we can make of 60,000 profit. So obviously a mobile phone, when it is getting from 15,000 mobile phone to 12,600, automatically many people will start purchasing this one. They'll compare in the offline. In the offline, none of the person will provide at that, right? So once we provide it that at that cost, automatically the more amount of sales will be there, and we are going to initially receive the customer database. First, let us get the customer database. Let us add more number of customers in our company. Later, we'll do what are the things we want. First, we want the customers now. Without customers in the future, if you want to implement some plans, if you come with the solutions, no one is going to check that one. So it has to be done means first we have to start with the customer database. So the same logic was applied even by the Jio also. Initially, when Jio has want to enter into the market, by that time, already we are having the Airtel, Vodafone, Idea separately, Vodafone and Idea separately, BSNL or Tata Docomo. Like this, we are having in terms of multiple services. Now, Jio wants to come into the telecom sector, and that too, whenever the Mukesh Ambani, okay, not Reliance. Reliance means both the brothers, Mukesh Ambani and Anil Ambani, both of them will be there. But Mukesh Ambani business ideas will be different. So the Mukesh Ambani, whenever he wants to enter into any market, he wants to be in the later position only, first position only. He can't accept even the second position also. That is the mindset of the Mukesh Ambani. So whatever he enters, wherever he enters, whatever the play he do, he wants to go with very aggressively. He want to disturb the entire market scenario. What are the present till that date? What are the market is there? He want to modify the entire market. What are the scenario? And he want to create a new market. And that new market, many people has to discuss about the Reliance first. He will come with their solutions like that. So when Jio has came into the picture in the same way, now how we have to do? First, what they have done, they have given the 3 months free. First, they have given initially 3 months free, and followed by again 3 months they have extended for free without any kind of recharge. Why? Why they have done that one? And many people, normal people, what they have assumed is Jio is making some kind of loss, and many people have thought that Jio they get the loss also okay, but Airtel or Vodafone they should not get the profit. His psychology is like this. Many people have thought in this way, but it is not the actual answer. What is the actual answer is, what are the investment he has made for the Jio? Assume it is 10,000 crores investment. Out of 10,000 crores investment, 7,000 crores he has kept in the infrastructure for establishing that cell towers and lines, everything. And remaining 3,000 crores he has spent for the public to give the free offers. This is the part of their marketing amount. They have not done any kind of marketing on the mobile and the TVs. They have not done any kind of marketing on the cinema theaters or in the radio. Never they have done any kind of marketing. What are the marketing amount they want to spend? That entire money they have spent directly to the public by giving the free. So this is their marketing amount basically. And this marketing amount is also a part of their total investment. That is their part of the total investment. If, for example, you are having 1 crore rupees with you and you want to start a business, out of 1 crore business, you have started 90 lakhs business and remaining 10 lakhs you have kept for the charity, assume. Now, that charity also from that business only you want to do something you are creating in that way. Now, what you are going to do, how this is also part of your investment, basically. And using your part of investment, you have done. Same way here, the Jio has applied. This is one of the marketing strategy. Okay. And they have applied this one. Now, second, coming to the Flipkart or any company, when they want to enter into the market with the new things, first they'll make an initial trial. Even 5G services also, first a trial will be done. In the public, first they'll give the free trial. After that, they'll see the response and how this many people are using the 5G means at a time 5G services are used by multiple people in the same locality. Now, how many of you are using 4G in this class? How many are there? Everyone are using 4G only. To my guess is correct. 99.99% of the people are using 4G. How many of you are using 5G services in this class means maybe 50% of you might be using the 5G services. If all of you suddenly uses the 5G, now whether this area or in this locality, whether everyone are able to get the 5G services or not, they have to cross check first. If everyone are able to get the 5G services and there is no kind of problem is, then they'll start charging the money for the 5G services. For example, if they had charged the 5G services now itself, but you are not able to get the good amount of services, what you are going to do? You are going to raise the complaints. Now, if you are unable to get the 5G services properly, are you going to raise the complaint? No, you think that it is a free of service only now. If 5G is not there, at least 4G now, because you have paid for 4G. 5G is free of cost for you, right? So same thing, whenever there is a company like Flipkart or Amazon, once they want to enter into the market with a new offer like Big Billion Days sales or something, they want to cross check. They want to cross check. How they are going to cross check means they'll select with respect to randomly some people. Okay. And those people will be sent with a email or some kind of SMS exclusively offer for you. Some kind of like this they are going to send. And or in the email, they are going to send that electronic products at cheap price. And once you have clicked on that link, you will find that at low cost. Now they are going to observe whenever there is a low cost, how many people are purchasing the product. When it is normal cost, how many people are purchasing that product. Is the point is clear? So here they have done the same way. They want to evaluate a recent credit card promotion. Means they want to come with a new solution, some kind of new promotion offer. Whether this offer will work or not, they don't know. If they are expecting, earlier I told you now, for example, if I'm selling for 3,000 rupees profit on a mobile, if 10 people are purchasing, I'm going to make a 30,000 profit. If for 600 rupees, if I sell for 100 people, I can get the 60,000 profit. Now I'm selling that, saying that 100 people we can sell with a low price, we can sell to the multiple people. I'm saying whether it is true or false, how you can say? How you can say that one? Let's give a try for a sample. For everyone, you no need to give a try. Just for a sample, let's give a try for the less number of people. Now, what are the DMart is there now? DMart is also a grocery store, basically. What are the DMart is there? It is basically a grocery shop, and where you are having the general stores outside the in your areas. How you are having the general stores. In the same way, DMart is also one of the shop. But why DMart was famous? Because of less price, more number of people they are attracting. They are making profit from each customer, less profit, but that profit they are collecting from the more amount of people. That is the DMart strategy, right? Initially, they have started with one store. Starting only, they have not came with the 100 stores now. They have started initially one store. This is also a normal Kirana shop only now, and normal general store only now. Now, how the general public will react for this? Let us see. And they have started with one store, a normal general store type. And when they have given it at discounted prices, they have got more number of people. Okay, when we give it at discounted prices, we can attract more number of people. conclusion. And from that conclusion, they have started the multiple stores and they have expanded that one. The size of the DMarts, wherever you are going to see the whole, their buildings and infrastructure, whatever you are seeing now, the first DMart you go and check first. The first DMart will not be that one. This is latest development. Developed one you are seeing. The first one I am discussing. When they have started the first one, at that time, what is the scenario? How they will come with the solutions. So they are going to make some kind of, after this promotion, means once they came with a promotion, this particular financial analyst, whoever the analyst is, he wants to have one kind of promotional offer, means his idea. He is having one idea, new idea. What with that idea, what he has done is 500 card folders are selected randomly. 500 people are selected. Half of them received a ad promoting full interest rate waiver on the purchases over the next 3 months. What is that new idea means? If you purchase any product, you no need to pay the interest amount. Just you have to pay the normal amount, that too in the EMIs. For example, 15,000 mobile. Okay, 12,000 my purchase price. Selling price is 15,000. Now, for 15,000, if I sell, what is the profit I am going to make? 3,000 rupees. Now, if I'm selling directly the mobile phone, only 10 people are purchasing and I'm making only 30,000 profit. But I want to increase my sales. There is one more option. What is that is? This 15,000, whatever you want to sell, instead of selling directly like that in a single shot, give the EMI facility for the people. Now, when there is a EMI facility, for example, if I'm asking to pay for 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. Now, automatically, the more amount of people will start purchasing that one. Sir, if when you give the 5,000s like this, you have to tie up with a bank. Only banks can give that loans, which are having the license from the RBI. Only those people are having the right to give the loans. Normal shopkeepers, they don't want to give the loans. Officially, it is wrong. Only RBI regulated companies only can give the loans, right? So, for example, this shopkeeper, what he is going to do is he is going to tie up with a bank. With a bank, he will say that give the 15,000 loan so that they'll pay the 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. Now, bank will have to get some interest now. Interest amount is for 15,000. The interest amount is 700 rupees. Assume. Let's take an example of 700 rupees. Now, the bank people, what they are going to do, they are going to give the 3 months EMI. This 700 is enough. This 700 will be collected from the shopkeeper, not from the public. Now, from shopkeeper, it was selected. Now, what happens? It is going to impact on his profit and balance how much profit he is going to make? 2,300. Now, but 2,300, now he is going to increase the database to 20 customers, means 46,000 is going to be the profit. Now, by giving this type of facility, whenever you are trying to reduce the profit in your, what are the profitability you are having, when you are trying to reduce that one, you have to focus on the more number of customers. For generating more number of customers, there are different ways, out of which one is giving at a low cost, directly discounted price, or giving in terms of no cost EMI. We call it as no cost EMI. No cost EMI means we no need to pay extra interest amount on the customers. Customers no need to pay that one. The shopkeepers or the person who is selling now, they are going to pay that one. Is the point is clear? Now, the same thing they have done. Half of them is 250 people. 250 people has received the new offer. What is that new offer? Means full interest rate waiver. Means you no need to provide a 1 rupee extra also interest amount for the purchases made over the 3 months. When you are keeping the no cost EMI for 3 months, you no need to pay extra 1 rupee also. And half of them received the old offer. In the 2014 big billion days is there, means in 2013 some other offer is there now. That old offer, they are going to continue, and new offer. So 2 offers are there with us. Now, old offer, new offer. Now the question is whether this new offer will increase the sales or not. So null hypothesis says that no difference. Both the offers, what are the offers you give, every person will purchase whatever they required only. If you give additional discount also, no one is going to purchase more. Alternate hypothesis says that both are not same. Okay. Within the DMart, without offers, with offers. When there is no offers or nothing, and what are the outside retail shops, what are the price they are selling? In the DMart also, if they sell that same price, whether the DMart will be having that many customers and that much of sales? No. Right? So null hypothesis says that if you give more amount of offers also, customers will not get tempted. Alternate hypothesis says that the more number of offers you give, they will purchase automatically. Is the point is clear? So that is alternate hypothesis. Null hypothesis says that no difference. Alternate hypothesis says that there is a difference. And alpha is equal to 0.05. In the question was not given now. By default, it is 0.05. Step 3 is you are going to load the data and check for normality. What are the normalities there? You have to check for the normality. How to check for normality? You are going to apply the skewness. You are going to check the skewness value. And here, how many columns are there? 2 columns are there. So this is the data. Okay, a data set consists of full interest waiver and standard promotion. Standard promotion means previous offer. Full interest waiver means new offer. Null hypothesis says that there is no difference between the new offer versus old offer. Alternate hypothesis says that there is a difference. Both are not same. Right? So this is your data. So this is your data. Full interest rate waiver and standard promotion. 250 people are given with the new offer. 250 people are given with the old offer. The people with no old offer, they'll purchases. They'll do the some kind of purchases. When you have given the new offer, they'll make the purchases. Now my question is, when you have given the no cost EMI option for 3 months, whether they are going to increase their budget or not. For example, you went to purchase one mobile phone. Your budget is of your mobile phone is 20,000. Okay, you went to the showroom to purchase mobile phone of 20,000. Now you have seen the mobile phone. If you ask the shopkeeper to show some mobile phones at 20,000 means 100% he will not show at 20,000. He will show at 22,000, 25,000 mobiles also to attract the customers. Okay, he will never show only at 20,000. He will 100% he will cross that one. And he'll make us to get tempted also. Now, after getting tempted, now he'll say that, sir, 25,000 mobile is there now. This 25,000 mobile you can pay at 5 months. Monthly 5,000 only you can pay. Now what we'll think? Already we are having 20,000 with us. In that only 5,000 only we have to pay now. Remaining 15,000 is there, and next month also we can pay easily 5,000. Or he will say that, sir, even you can select the 30,000 mobile. As of now, you have brought 20,000 cash with you now. So present you pay 20,000, sir. Next month you pay 10,000, sir. Now what the customer will start thinking, okay, next month anyways we'll get the salary now, and we'll add 10,000 so that we can get a good mobile now only. Why to compromise unnecessarily? They'll fix like that. This no cost EMI, that what are the extra money they are giving now, due to that extra money, automatically it starts with respect to expenditure more. And in India, recent days, the spending was increased heavily. In olden days, what they used to do is, first they used to save the money. What are the monthly salary they used to get? In that, some part of the money they used to save. And after saving the part of the money for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and 4 months or something, finally they used to go and purchase. In the olden days, any people wants to purchase a car, they used to do the more amount of savings. And after once the savings was done, then they'll go and purchase the car. Nowadays, if you want to purchase the car, the moment we get the idea, immediately we'll go to the car showroom and down pay. We no need to pay even the down payment also for some people. Some people, they have to pay only 1 lakh or 2 lakhs down payment, then they'll bring the 10 lakhs car outside. So remaining 8 lakhs, they are going to take the debt. and they're going to pay later. So first they are spending more. Later they are filling that one. This is in India more. So this was started. Initially they have made a trial. Whether this type of initially, if you give our amount to them to spend means whether these people will spend or not, they are checking. And many people have started using that one. And here, what are the sales are there now? Whether the sales of this new offer, whether the sales of old offer, whether they are same or not. That is the question. Sir, simply you can calculate the mean no, sir. 250 records are there with you. 250 people of this one and 250 people of this one are there now. Calculate mean. If the mean of this one and mean of this one is same or not, just you can conclude now. You are concluding based on the sample mean. Sample mean of new offer. What are the new offer? That is full interest rate waiver. Or simply I will write here new offer. Sample mean of new offer. You are comparing the sample mean of new offer with the sample mean of the old offer. But I don't want this one. I want to check the population mean of new one and whether the population is of the old one is same or not. This is my question. Not this is question. If this is the question means directly calculate the average of this column, both are same or not, conclude in one shot. But this is not the question. Question is this one. So based on this, you have to estimate this one. That is inferential statistics. We are not concluding on the sample. We are estimating based on the sample. Right? So here, first we are going to check the skewness. How many columns are there? 2 columns are there. Since 2 columns are there, both the columns should be normally distributed. If one of the column is normally distributed, another column is not normally distributed, also we can't accept. Both of them should be normally distributed. So see here, the first column is normally distributed and second column also normally distributed. The skewness are between -1 to +1. When both of them are normally distributed, both of them, if one of them is not also, we have to convert. Okay, how to convert? That is the next one. Next example I will show you. If it is not normally distributed, how to convert to normal distribution and apply the inferential statistics. That is the next example. So here, both the columns are normally distributed. Now you can apply the ANOVA test. What are the ANOVA tests you are having? So ANOVA test is nothing but F test. So I'm applying the F test by considering both the columns. I'm keeping both the columns in the F test, and here what is the p-value I have got is 0.02. So since the value is less than alpha, p is less than alpha, we can p is less than alpha, p low null go means reject the null hypothesis. What are the p-value you have got here? If the p-value is less than alpha, then in that case reject the null hypothesis. If the p-value is greater than alpha, you have to accept the null hypothesis. That is the point. Okay. Now, sir, yesterday in the normal distribution we have identified. Here, what are the last step is there now? What is the last step in the inferential statistics? What is the last step, guys? You have to accept or reject the null hypothesis based on the p-value. Accept or reject the null hypothesis based on the p-value, right? That is the last step of inferential statistics. 1 minute. Based on the p-value and alpha value, we are going to conclude. We have to conclude whether to accept null hypothesis or reject the null hypothesis. This is the one, right? Last step. For completing the last step, we are having 2 options. 2 options are available. One option, which I have discussed for you in the last class, based on the plot directly. Second option is based on the p-value. So here 2 options we are having. Option number 1, go to the plot. In the plot you observe. What are the plot you are having? In the plot, if what are the p-value? P-value comes under, what are the p-value you are having? P-value is in rejection area or acceptance area. Rejection area or acceptance area. Based on this, you can conclude. If the p-value is in the rejection area, reject null hypothesis. If the p-value is in acceptance area, accept the null hypothesis. If p-value in the plot, if p-value is in rejection area, reject null hypothesis. If it is p-value is in the rejection area, reject the null hypothesis. If the p-value is in acceptance area, accept the null hypothesis. This is one way, which we have done in the previous class. Right? Now, second option, option number 2, or. Second option we are having or. Either this one or this one, out of your choice. Or. Option number 2 is no need to see the plot. Without seeing the plot, if p-value is less than alpha, if the p-value is less than alpha, reject the null hypothesis. If the p-value is greater than alpha, then accept the null hypothesis. This is second option. Two options are there. Based on this or based on this. In one sample test, sir, in one sample test, we have done like this now. Can we do in this way also? Yes, absolutely you can do. But while doing in one sample test of the second option, one point is important. What is that point? Is yesterday's class, we have done the 3 examples. What are the 3 examples? First one is Kinley. Open that one and tell me what is the p-value you got. Kinley water bottle example. In the Kinley water bottle example, first tell me what is the test type? What is the test? One sample Z test with what type of rejection? Huh? Left tiled rejection. Okay. Left tiled rejection. This is the test. Huh? Okay. This is first one. Test name. For this same example, what is the p-value you have got? 0.952. Right? Keep this. And what is the alpha value? Alpha value is 0.05. Now, these are the 3 required. Now, first I am going to draw the diagram. For left tiled test, I am drawing the diagram, and this is 0.05, and this one is 0 to 0.5, and 0.5 to 1. Now, since I got the value 0.52, it is in the acceptance region, so I'm accepting the null hypothesis based on the option 1. Based on the option 2 also, since the p-value is greater than alpha, I'm going to accept the null hypothesis. Based on the option 1 also, I'm accepting the null hypothesis. Based on the option 2 also, I'm accepting the null hypothesis. There is no difference. Option 1 also gives the same answer. Option 2 also is giving the same answer. Okay. Now let us go with the second example. What is your second example is? Pizza. Now in the pizza example, first tell me what is the test? It is one sample Z test with a right tiled rejection, right? Here only the point is there. Right tiled rejection. Done. Now, p-value. This point only important, guys. Coming to this point only is more important. Whatever the p-value you are having. P-value from Z table. P-value from Z table. What is the p-value got from the Z table is? What is the value? 0.8621. 8621. Okay, let us make round figure of 0.86 up to 2 decimals. Okay. This is the table you have got. Okay. Open your Z table. In the Z table, you will get the area, left side area or right side area. In the Z table, what is the area you're going to get? Left side area or right side area? Do you remember in the descriptive statistics, we have discussed this one? Always it gives the left side area. when it gives the left side area, how to calculate right side area then? 1 minus. Sir, why right side area, sir? Right tail test, right side area only we stick for now. It is a right tail test or left tail test? For left tail test, what are the area you are going to get is left side area only. Test is also on the left side area only. Rejection is on the left side. Area is also whatever you are getting the probability also left side probability. Okay. See, for left tail test, rejection is on left side, rejection on left side. This everyone knows. From the Z table also you are getting the area left side area only. So both of them on the same side. For right tail test, what happened is rejection is right side, but area, what are the area are going to get from the Z table is in the left side area. Opposite to each other now. So when they are opposite to each other, first I have to calculate the right side area. How to calculate the right side area, miss? 1 minus. So here, after getting the P value from the Z table, you have to do 1 minus P. That is nothing but 0.14. Then only you can apply the second option. If you have to go with the second option, miss, you have to go with like this. If you have to go with the first option, miss, no discussion. Choice is yours. Second option, if you have to go, miss, P value greater than alpha, P is less than alpha. That logic you have to apply, miss. For right tail test, we have to do 1 minus P. Because Z table area is left side area and whatever the test is on the right side area. So both are opposite to each other, means 1 minus P we have to do. Is the point is clear? If you are required, open the Z table. You can see in the Z table whether you are getting the left side area or right side area. Just open. In the descriptive statistics, I have told you how to calculate the probability between the interval. Always it gives the left side area only. Even if you want to calculate the probability between 50 to 70 also, you have to calculate the probability less than 50. And similarly, you have to calculate the probability less than 70 and 70 minus 50 you have to do. Do you remember that one? So always in the Z table, you are going to get the left side area only. See, what are the probability you are seeing now? It is only left side. Even your Z score is positive, Z score also left side area only. This is your 0.86. Then what is this one? 0.14. Now 0.14 is less than alpha or greater than alpha? It is greater than alpha. So again, we are going to accept the null hypothesis. Like that, using option 1 also will accept the null hypothesis. Using option 2 also will accept the null hypothesis. Is the point is clear? If you have to go with the option number 2, then you have to go like this. Clear, guys? This question comes only for one sample. For two, when it is more than one, other than one sample, no discussion on this. In the plot concept will not be available. The plot concept is applicable only for one sample because you are drawing only one plot there. For more than one samples, you are not going to draw the multiple density curves. Since we can't draw that one, there is no option 1, only option 2 we have to follow. So my suggestion for you is, whenever you are applying for one sample test, go with the option 1. For other than one sample test, all of them go with the option 2. So that one will be easy for you. This one also will be easy for you. No need to get confused unnecessarily. No, sir, for me, okay, miss, according to your choice. Whenever it is a two-tailed rejection. So based on this, what we are going to conclude? So your 1 minus P. Here you are going to check directly the P. For left side test, you have to check with respect to directly the P is less than alpha or P is greater than alpha. P is less than alpha or P is greater than alpha. P is greater than alpha. For left side test, P is less than or alpha or P greater than alpha, and you are going to accept the null hypothesis. But when you come to this one, right tail test, you have to check for 1 minus P. 1 minus P is greater than alpha. So since 1 minus P is greater than alpha, we have to accept the null hypothesis. Is the point is clear, guys? So you should not check only for P. 1 minus P you have to check. Why? Reason should be there now. Formulas are there, miss. We can't read the formulas blindly like that, right? Reason. What is the reason, miss? because Z table always gives the probability of left side area. Right tail rejection is right side area. So both are opposite to each other means 1 minus P. That is the reason. Is that clear? Next, coming to the next one. Third example. What is your third example? Milk packets. What are the milk packets example? The milk packets is of two-tailed rejection. It is a one sample test with a two-tailed rejection. With a two-tailed rejection. When it is a two-tailed rejection, what are the p-value you have got from the Z table? Again, you are going to get only for left side area only. What is the p-value you got from the this one? From the Z table? Huh? 0.9969. So almost 0.997. So what are the area you got is left side area. But two-tailed rejection, right side area also is there now. Who will calculate right side area then? So that is the reason we have to do for here 1 minus P, that to two-tailed rejection. Now 2 times you have to do this one into 2. 1 minus P into 2. 1 minus P means this one. What are the P value you are having? Since this value is less than alpha, 1 minus P into 2 is less than alpha, we have to reject the null hypothesis. That is the reason we have rejected the null hypothesis. Even from the plot also you have rejected. Even from the second option also we are going to reject. Is the point is clear for everyone? P less than alpha. P less than alpha. Reject null hypothesis. P greater than alpha. P greater than alpha. Accept null hypothesis. This is the one which we have discussed. The only thing is, whatever the P you are getting now, that is for left tail test, it is a normal P. For right tail test, it is 1 minus P. For two tail test, it is 1 minus P into 2. For left tail test, the P is normal P only. Okay, P is normal P. If you want, you can write here. For left tail test, what are the P value is there? Which is equal to same P value from Z table. Same P value from Z table. No difference. Both are same. For right tail test, your P value. What are the P values there now? For right tail test, your P value the P value. What are the P values there? The P value is equal to 1 minus P value, 1 minus P value, which you have received from the Z table. 1 minus P value from the Z table. What are the P value you have received from Z table? 1 minus P you have to apply. Is the point is clear? For two-tail test, your P value is equal to 1 minus P value of from Z table. What are the P value you have received? For that, you have to multiply 2 times. That is your P value. Clear? Directly we can't take the Z table value. We have to do 1 minus P. And based on that, you are going to accept or reject the null hypothesis. Is that finally clear? Yesterday, whoever has asked the question, it is clear? Online students and offline students, everyone. Or simply you can go with the first option also. First option and second option both will give the same answer. Answer will not have any difference. The approach, the way of approach is only difference. Answer is same. Okay, if you are required, again do one more time the Kinley water bottle, pizza example, milk packet, fabric data, and along with the bolt diameter. All the 5 examples you try one more time with the both the options, using the plot at the same time using the p-values. Observe and tell me tomorrow. Right? Now, in the code, what are the p-value it is going to give now? In the code, by default, it will apply automatically. You don't need to separately apply. So whenever you are writing here, smaller, automatically it will only apply. For left tail test, p-value will be normal p-value only. For right tail test, it will only apply 1 minus p. And what are the output you are going to see from the p-value now? For example, this one is there. Here if I write the larger instead of smaller, if I am writing the larger, it is automatically applying the 1 minus p. Can you see? When I apply the smaller, here, what is the p-value I have got? Observe, what is the p-value? What is the p-value, guys? 0.99999. Okay, 0.99999. That is the p-value. So for left tail test, what are the p-value you have got? For right tail test, what is the p-value? 1 minus p. Now, when I convert this one to larger, observe, larger means right tail test, right? Right tail test. When I apply the right tail test, what is the p-value it has to select? 1 minus p. So it will automatically apply 1 minus p. Can you see? That is 1 minus 0.9999, which is of 0.00001. So here 2.3 into 10 to the power of minus 6 means 0.000002. Is the point is clear? Or if still you are having the doubt also, I'll show you 1 minute. First, I'll take the smaller value. Separately, I will write here smaller. And separately, I will write here larger. The same example, I'll write below within the one more cell, larger. So 1 minus of this one is this one. So if you want, I will cross check here. 1 minus. Same answer as this. Right? So it is applying by default 1 minus p. So when you go to that two-tail test, 1 minus p into 2, it will apply automatically in the backend if else. If the person has selected smaller means what he has to do. If the person has selected larger means what he has to do. If the person has selected two-sided means what he has to do. Internally, the code was written in that way. Is the points are clear for everyone? So directly here itself, you can conclude everything. In the Python, if the p-value is less than alpha, reject the null hypothesis. If the p-value is greater than alpha, accept the null hypothesis. No need to think that 1 minus p we have to do that one or this one or nothing. That is manual. That you are doing manually. This is Python. Internally the code is already written. Is the point is clear, guys? That is in terms of level of significance. And based on the p-value, directly p is less than alpha, reject the null hypothesis. What is the null hypothesis? Says that both are same. Reject that one, both are not same, and implement this one. Is that clear? Everyone?
So sample data points are more than standard deviation, sample deviation and so maybe the normalization of the sample deviation would be
so individually, when you are working on the, for example, without the data, when they have not given the data to you, then they have to give all the values related to the formula. Generally, in the certifications, they'll give only one sample Z test. Remaining none of them they'll give. ANOVA test they'll not give, or whatever the balance tests are there, none of the tests they'll give in the certifications. Always they will go with the one sample Z test only. Why, sir? Again, answer is very simple. ANOVA test or any other test you have to apply means it will take manually more amount of time. One sample only can be completed in less time, because in the certification, each question should be completed maximum of 2 or 3 minutes only. For one question, we can't dedicate 10, 15 minutes time now. Just apply. How many questions, how much of time? Exam time and questions. and according to that, they will give. So if the questions are 50 questions and time is 1 hour, 50 questions, 1 hour. 1 hour means 60 minutes. 50 questions we have to complete in 60 minutes means one question has to be completed in how many minutes? In 1 minute or 1.2 minutes maximum. In 1.2 minutes, you have to complete means the question has to be framed in that way only. They can't frame the 10 minutes question now. If they frame the 10 minutes question, every question of 10 minutes, how many questions you can solve then? Only 6 questions you can solve. Which person will solve all the 50? When a person is not able to solve, why do create the question paper like that? Any person who is creating the question paper, then their intention is to get the maximum marks only. Right? So coming to the next one called as one proportion test. Guys, online students, everyone are clear with the continuous variable? So continuous variable, one column is there means one sample test. Continuous variables, more than one column is there means ANOVA test. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many columns are there? ANOVA test. Is the point is clear? Next. Now let us move on to the discrete variables. Let us see the discrete variables. What is discrete variables? For discrete variables, we are having in terms of SR no's. I mean categorical column. Okay. Now here we are having a people carry out a poll of acceptability of new football coach. It was decided if the support rate for the coach for the entire population was truly less than 90%, the coach will be fired. Minimum 90% of the people has to support the coach. 2000 people participated and out of 496 people supported the new coach. 496 people supported means how many people are against to him? 1504. Balance people are against to him. So this is a column where supported, not supported. Yes and no's. A column consists of yes and no's. Yes, yes, no, yes, like this. Yes and no's are there. Now, how many columns, how many values are there like that yes and no's means? In terms of overall, you are having 2000 records are there. Data set consists of 2000 records. Out of 2000 records, if you apply the value counts, what is meant by value counts? Category and their counts. So here category is yes. And what are the counts they are having? Yes, people are 496 people have supported. No of 1504. Okay. Instead of giving the data set to us, if the data set was given to us, we'll apply the value counts. Instead of giving the data set to us, what they have given is directly they only have given the number also 2000 people out of which 496 people supported the coach. For example, if you give me the data, I will calculate how many supported, how many not supported. That is value counts I used to check. They only have given the answer directly 496 and conduct the test if the new coach should be supported with 95% confidence. What 95% confidence means? What is the alpha value? 0.05 or 5%. Right? Now, what are the steps involved in the discrete variable? This is for continuous, na? For discrete variable, what are the steps then? For discrete variables, the steps are this. Above, follow as it is same procedure. No difference. Only difference is remove the step 3. Normal distribution. Check for normality. Remove that one because we can't check for that. Normal distribution logic should be applied only on the continuous variable. Okay. Histogram is applied only on the continuous variable. Density curve probabilities are applied only on the continuous variable because probability is a decimal values. So it is a continuous variable. For discrete variable, follow above procedure as it is just by removing the step 3. Step 1 will be same. Step 2 will be the same. Step 4 will be the same. Step 5 will be the same. No difference in none of them. Everything will be the same. Simply, you are having the only one option here. Based on the p-value, you are going to conclude whether to accept the null hypothesis or whether to reject the null hypothesis. Only one option is there. Second option also not there. Plot is not there. Observing that one. This one 1 minus p. Nothing is there here. Only one option. Okay. All the steps are common. Remove the step 3. I have removed the step 3. Here I can write, sir, step 3 is not there. No, sir. Can you write this one only step 3? No. No. Unnecessary, it leads to again confusion. So directly I'm writing the same. What is the first one is coach should not be fired. No action. Whenever it is one column, no action. Whenever it is two columns, no difference. One column means no action, action. More than one column is there means no difference, difference. So that easily we can formulate the null and alternate hypothesis. Right? So here, code should not be fired is no action. And code should be fired is called as action. Sir, mu greater than, less than, where is those symbols, sir? Equal to symbol. None of the symbol will come because the symbols are applied on the numbers. This is categorical variable. It is a categorical variable where you will have the statement whether the person is criminal or innocent. Null hypothesis says that person is innocent. Alternate hypothesis says that person is criminal. Sir, why person is innocent only in null hypothesis? No action now. Person is criminal only, you'll take the action now. Action should come in the null alternate hypothesis. Is the point is clear? Now, sir, where is mu and all these things? Because categorical column now. For categorical column, person is innocent. English statement will be there. No mu, no greater than, less than symbols. Is the point is clear? Now, so code should not be fired. Code to be fired. And alpha is equal to 0.05 because 95% level of confidence. And third step, I have removed the third step. What is the step? Next one is select the test. What is the test you have to select? Since it is a discrete variable with one column, the test name is called as one proportion test. Discrete with one column. Whatever you are having S and O's, it is called as one proportion. What is meant by proportion? How much people of yes are there? How many people of no are there? A ratio. Like this, how many ratios are there? Means only one ratio is there. One proportion means one. Is the point is clear? For example, in the second column, you are having here also you are having the things. Then here also you are going to apply the value counts, and here also one proportion will be there. This is one proportion, this is one proportion. So more than one proportions are there. The test name is called as chi-square test. That is next example. No need to write now itself. Whenever you are having one column, in that only one proportion is there, then it is called as one proportional test. Sir, for example, there is only one column, sir. But let us take the gender column. In the gender column, we are having male, 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 female, female, like this. Then it is one proportion test. Okay. How many males is to how many females? And 3 is to 2. Okay. For example, in our case, one transgender also is there, or 3 transgenders people are there. Now, whether it comes under one proportion or more than one proportion means one proportion only. Column is one only now. You are going to write like this. 3 is to 2 is to 3. One proportion only. Still it is one proportion only. Categories are multiple. Column is only one. One column is one proportion. Sir, for example, here I am having the I letter. 2 I letters are there. How many categories? 4 categories are there. 4 categories also one proportion only. One column only now. It is one proportion. Ratio I. There are 2. If, for example, separate column is there, in that T and I is there separately, this is M and F separately, then it is a different exam. This is a different one. This is a different one. How many T is to I are there? Then it is more than one proportion. This is a one column proportion. This is one proportion. More than one proportion is there. So it is comes under different. But here I'm having only one column. Column is only one. So it is called as one proportion test. So in the one proportion test, I'm going to write here stats.binom. Select the test. Select the test is completed. After select the test, what is the next step? Apply the test. So the test is binom test. And once I apply the binom test here I'm going to select how many people supported the coach. Means how many of them are favored for your null hypothesis? Favorable for your null hypothesis, how many? That you have to write here. Sir, why we should not write with the alternate hypothesis, sir? Nothing with alternate. Everything with null only. Null only should be accepted, null only should be rejected, null only has to be cross-checked, everything with the null only. If null, whatever happens, opposite to that, alternate will happen. If you are accepting null hypothesis means indirectly you are rejecting alternate. If you are accepting this one means that one, opposite to that. Everything you have to say from the null perspective only. Nothing you have to say from the alternate perspective. You have to say only from the null perspective. Okay. Now, so here, how many people are accepting for null? Miss coach should not be 5 miss. How many people are supporting the coach? 496 people. Right here, 496. How many people are supporting? Write that number. Divided by total number of people. How many people? 2000. Whether it will be equal to 90% ratio? I'm writing here 90%. Why? Because they have given 90% people has to accept. That number I'm writing here, and I'm going to get the p value. What is the p value? P value is 0. Since p value is less than alpha, p is less than alpha, reject the null hypothesis.
0.9.
0.9 is given in the question. 90% of the people. For example, SRK is a good trainer or a bad trainer. Naresh sir want to check. In this entire class, 1 or 2 students are going to raise the complaint. Now, with 1 or 2 students, based on that, are we going to conclude? So, total number of students, how many? In that, how many of them are satisfied? How many not satisfied? That is the question. For example, total 100 people are there. Out of 96 people are satisfied. 4 people are not satisfied. Course should be continued or course should be removed. That is the point. According to Naresh sir, he wants minimum 90% means 90. For example, Naresh sir requires at least 70 people are happy or not. He wants to see miss, then I'm going to write here only 0.7. So if, for example, this is the case, total 100, Naresh sir only latest take. Naresh sir want to check whether the SRK has to be continued or not. According to Naresh sir, 90% of the students should accept, or 95% of the students should accept. Total 100 students are there. Out of 100 students, how many people are accepting the SRK means 97 people are accepting the SRK. Whether it is equal to 95% or not, he is going to cross check. And if this is accepted, he is going to accept the coach. So what is the p value? 0.49. Since p value is greater than alpha, then what is alpha? Coach not to be fired. Coach has to be continued. For example, for him, 95%, but only 50 students are supporting. 50 students are supporting and remaining 50 students are not supporting. Then what is the p value? 0.7.26 into 10 to the power of minus 38 means 0.000000. It is less than alpha. Now, what is the meaning of this? Reject the null hypothesis. Coach should be fired because his requirement is 95% of the people should be satisfied. But how many people have satisfied means only 50% of the people only satisfied. This is the test will be applied after every batch by Naresh sir. Only thing is, I don't know this number. Whether it is 95% of the people or 90% or 70% or that I don't know. That will be decided by Naresh sir. That is not decided by us. But I know one thing is, what are the people is there? According to Naresh sir, how many people total overall? In that, multiple people, according to him, they are getting satisfied. That is the reason he is giving the next batch for me. For example, the students are not satisfied. There is not going to be next batch. If I'm not getting the next batch means that indicates that students are not satisfied with whatever the explanation I'm doing. Or students are not getting the jobs. Or students are saying that this course is not good. Then see, for my part, only if, for example, I'm not delivering properly. In Naresh IT, I'm not delivering properly. Now, what you are going to say outside? In the hostel, whenever you discuss with your friends, you are going to say, in Naresh IT, it is waste, faculty will not be good. You are going to say like this. So due to one person, the entire Naresh IT brand will be impacted. You will not say that in Naresh IT, only data analytics, that to SRK only is not good. Remaining all the people are good. You are not going to say like this explanation now. Simply you'll say Naresh IT faculty is not good. Now, which one will be impacted more? My individual or Naresh IT brand? Miss Naresh IT brand. So they have to cross check this one. Even in Amazon also, some of the people will get the fake products in Amazon. Now, in the Amazon, multiple sellers are there. Are you going to focus on the seller or you'll say that in Amazon, fake products will be there? In Amazon, real sellers also will be there now. Genuine sellers also will be there now. Fake sellers also will be there now. Now, if you get a fake product, you are going to complain on the entire Amazon that this is fake. Now, Amazon has to cross-check that one. They only have to remove the fake sellers. They have to identify the fake sellers. They have to remove and they have to do the everything. Otherwise, it is going to impact on their brand. Simple. Is the point is clear? Your question is also clear now? So here, how many people are supporting the null hypothesis? First number should be supported by the null hypothesis. Out of yes and no's, which one we have to consider? 496 or 1504 or miss? Which one is support? Which number is supporting for null hypothesis? That number you have to take. Second number is overall. Third number is with what percentage you want to cross check. With 90% whether it is satisfied or not. Is the point is clear? Now, next test is next case study. We are having in terms of Johnny Talkers. Johnny Talkers soft drinks division sales manager is planning to launch a new incentives program. He is launching a new incentives program, and the sales executives has felt that, sir, this drink, what are the soft drink is there? It is adults are only buying this product. Children are not buying this product. Hence, he requested the sales manager not to launch the program. Whenever you launch a program, the sales intensives program, you are going to give the more target on the sales. When you give the more target on the sales, the executives will feel the more burden suddenly. Now, what are the sales executives? Why they are feeling the more burden? Because this one is not get sold by the adults. If adults are also purchasing means we can sell. But more number of children are purchasing means it is less possibility to sell that product when compared to that much of high sales target if you give. Normal size target we can do, but high size target, because what are the items you observe in the market? For example, if you select any biscuits or if you select any kind of this chocolates which are more interested by the children, there the sales will be comparatively less when compared to wines. Wine shop sales are very high. Chocolate sales are very less compared to. The reason behind that is adults are more when compared to children. Children, if they want to purchase a chocolate, means they have to take the money from their parents. Adults, they can purchase on their own, no restriction. Right? So the sales of this particular, for example, Kinder Joy is there. Of course, adults are also eating nowadays, but particularly children who are Kinder Joy, they are purchasing now. They have to purchase means mostly they'll ask their parents to ask money. So they're depending on someone. Directly they can't purchase if they want also. Right? So here, for this particular case study, what is the null and alter hypothesis means? The proportion of the adults and the proportion of children both are same. There is no difference. Both the proportions are same. I told you earlier, whenever you are having more than one, no difference. When you are having single column, no action. For single column, you have to use the word called as no action. For two columns, you have to take the no difference. No difference between them. The number of people who are purchasing the product by adults and the number of people who are purchasing by the children, both are same. So here, this is the data set. Once you see the data set, you get more clarity. So here, adults are there, and in terms of in that adults, some of them are purchased, some of them are not purchased. These people are doing the marketing. Sir, this product is very nice, sir. Try this product, sir. This one is 100 rupees, sir. They'll do the marketing like this now. So out of which some of the people will purchase, some of the people will not purchase. So adults, what are the adults you are having? Some of the adults has purchased, some of the adults has not purchased. Similarly, children also. After adults, children. Within the children also, some of them has purchased, some of them are not purchased. Now my question is, how many people are purchased within the children? How many people are purchased within the adults? Their proportion is same or not? If both the proportions are same, whether we call it as child drink? No, it is called as universal drink. Every person will drink that one. But children are drinking more, then it is called as child drink. If adults are only drinking more, it is called as adult drink. Is the point is clear? If both of them, how many adults are drinking that many same amount of children are also drinking, miss, Children means less than 18. Less than 18 considered as one category. Non-adult versus adult. 18 is the adult age as per the Indian Constitution. Okay. So here we are having the data. Within the data, I'm having the how many children are there, how many adults are there. Total 1220 records are there. Out of 1220, 740 children are there, 480 people of adults are there. Similarly, how many of them are purchased, didn't purchase means 1010. How many of them are purchased means 210. Okay, 210 purchased, fine. That is out of 1220, 210 people has purchased. Okay. Out of 210 purchased, 1010 people has not purchased, 210 people purchased. Okay. Now my requirement is here. Within the purchase, 210 people has purchased now. Within this, how many adults and how many of them are children? That is the question. Whether the ratios are same or not. But non-purchase people will forget. Within the purchase people, how many has purchased and how many are not purchased, their ratio is same or not. That is the question. So here I'm going to apply the cross tab. When you are having the two discrete variables, we are going to apply the cross tab. Within the adults, how many people has purchased? 58 people. 58 people of 480. 152 people of 740. Whether both of them are same or not, that is the question. Okay. Now, here I'm going to apply the chi-square test. Chi-square test. The test name is chi-square test. And within the chi-square test, I have to give internally cross tab. What are this cross tab is? That cross tab has to be provided as the argument. Then it is going to give me the p-value. What is the p-value I'm going to get here? 0.0005, which is less than alpha. P is less than alpha. Reject the null hypothesis. In that way, you are going to reject the null hypothesis. Just you have to focus only on the p-value. Remaining things are not important for us. Just focus on the p-value. In this also p-value only. In this also p-value only. Whenever you apply the test in the Python, within the Python, just output you have to observe is p-value. Provide the input arguments. You will get the output argument as p-value and just observe the p-value. Is the points are clear? So multiple case studies with all the different types of tests we have done. If anyone has any questions, you can ask. In tomorrow's class, we'll discuss how to convert a normal skewed distribution to normal distribution. Because in the reality, if you get the skewed distribution, none of the tests can be applied. Sir, chi-square test and one proportion test, for that anyways, normality concept is not there now. That can be applied. That can be applied. That is not a problem. One sample test, another test cannot be applied on the skewed data. When you receive the skewed data, what we have to do? That we are going to see in the tomorrow's class. Sir, for example, if the data is wrong data, biased sampling was done, then automatically answer also will be wrong now. Actually, the person is a good person, he is innocent, but evidences are showing that he is a criminal. Then what judge can do? If the evidences are showing that he is a criminal, means what judge can do? Obviously, he has to punish him now. They are fake evidences. You are unable to prove them as a fake evidence. Then automatically what happens? They are going to take the action, which is a wrong decision. That one also will be there in the inferential statistics that we are going to see in the tomorrow's class. How to convert a skewed to normal distribution at the same time. Correct decision and wrong decisions, incorrect rejection, incorrect acceptance, that we are going to discuss in the tomorrow's class. Right? So with the tomorrow's class, we'll complete that one. And along with that, data cleaning is already completed. So on Thursday and Friday, we are going to have the matplotlib and seaborn. Already you know histograms, you know bar plot, you know box plot. So balanced types of plots only I have to show. So once I show you the plots in the Python will be completed. Then we can move the same thing using the Power BI and Tableau. Okay, from Monday onwards, Power BI starts. Once we get into the Power BI, automatically you'll understand the entire steps. By this Friday, once we complete, you'll understand the entire role of data analyst easily. Why we have covered all these things, how these are interrelated to each other, and all these things application you'll see on the Monday's class with entire all the steps from the starting to ending. All the steps will be included and we can do the multiple projects based on that. Right? Done.
For example,
Yeah, before taking offline students questions, online students, are you having any questions? Whoever are having the questions, stay back. Others, you can leave. If no questions, you can leave. Whoever are having the questions, stay back. Online students, if you are having any questions, please ask what are the questions you are having. Nazma is asking, sir, as you said in the certification, we'll have Z test or P test questions. So in companies, if we get a statistics related query, we have to do using both of this. Yes. So in the companies, we'll get the real-time data now. According to the data, we have to apply, right? In the companies, whatever we are discussing in the Python, na, that is inside the company. Whatever Kinley water bottle, pizza example, and milk carton examples we have done now, that is which we are doing in the, those are certification questions. Okay, milk packet, pizza, and also Kinley water bottle. These are certification based questions. Python, in the Python, what are the questions we have done? That is company based questions. Right? And next question is Excel. As I've told you earlier for multiple times, again, I'm repeating, in the syllabus, whatever is there, everything will be covered. Is the point is clear? Done. You no need to ask any questions related to syllabus. Everything will come, but order might be different for you. In whichever the case, which one you'll understand once we enter into the project, you'll understand why sir has explained in this order. You'll understand once we enter into the project. Right? Yeah, Sunil, sir, confidence interval. Okay, Sunil, one more time we'll discuss the confidence interval in the tomorrow. Or in meanwhile, you can connect with the mentor once. Otherwise, we can discuss once in the tomorrow's class. Okay, first half an hour we'll see the how to convert the skew data to that one, and next half an hour we'll see the confusion matrix or rejection of that one, and later I'll take your questions. Right? Tomorrow's class will be completed just in 1 hour only. So from there we can have the additional questions also, discussion of additional questions. Done.